Alright, what's going on, boys and girls? So this particular video, vlog, more than produced video. So I wanted to talk about specifically going from a tech enthusiast down to a tech minimalist. Now, that's probably something somewhat weird being a Linux guy. A lot of us tend to be tech enthusiasts. We love technology. Old, new, doesn't matter. And don't get me wrong, don't get it twisted. I love new tech. Love being up to date. Love seeing what you can run on the old systems. I mean, so as an example, my production rig right here, it's like a 10-year-old system almost. It came out in 2012. It's a second gen i7, full 4-core, 8 threads. Desktop CPU, NVIDIA Quadro K3100M. 32 gigs of RAM. 512 SSDs. Not the top bleeding edge of the machines, but it does everything I need it to. This machine right here, it's a Ryzen 2700X Vega 64. This is actually currently is running Windows. A lot of reasons for that, but machine there is a NVIDIA, it's a i5 quad-core 10th gen 2060 RTX. I love tech, but then I get systems like this, and I love the system because it's unique. I love unique systems. Like, people always make fun of the weird hardware I've used. This is actually a 21:9 aspect ratio Ultrabook. And probably some of the best goddamn speakers I've heard on any machine. Even the Macs. But that's my HDPC that I take home every night. So I can plug it in to an external hard drive. So therefore it basically just interfaces with an external hard drive via Kodi for that one reason. Or, I'm not saying it's ideal, but more than functional. I can just install Kodi on the workstation and take the workstation home every fucking night. Or I can install it on the HPMV and do the same damn thing. Problem is, RTX machine runs Windows. I prefer Linux. So another machine that I have that I don't use. I was given this, and it's not a bad little machine. It's a 14-inch Acer Timeline X. It's a second gen i7. I think it's like a 2400 something Q. 8 gigs of RAM, 500 gig hard drive, GT 540 with 2 gigs of RAM on the video card, if I'm not mistaken. I have no use for it. It's not anything I need. And then I have another machine that is sitting here. It's a Veritech. It's a quad-core Intel Core 2 Duo machine with 4 gigs or 8 gigs. I don't remember which one. I haven't actually done anything with that machine. And it's got like 128 gig SSD. Nothing spectacular. They've been sitting, besides the HDPC, they've been sitting on my desk for almost 3 months. I have nothing to do with them. Nothing for them to use or a reason to use them. It's the same thing. I recently bought 8 terabytes of storage, which is more than enough for what I need to replace this crap. Yet I'm still sitting on this crap, even after I've backed up everything. Redundancy is great. It's when redundancy bleeds over into excess that I have a problem. And right now, I'm finding that I'm bleeding into excess. So as an example, when it comes to phones, this is being recorded on a Sony XP8. Yet the phone situation, I'm missing a couple, but I have about 6 of them. Tablets. Tablets are another thing. I got 2 more that are just sitting around doing absolutely nothing. The only one that actually I use for tablets is, ironically, the oldest one that I have, which is the BlackBerry Playbook. So it's this weird, this shit just sits here. And I get tired of it. The only thing that will probably just sit here and never get used is probably the physical media, ironically enough. That's my inner gamer. I'm a game collector. What do you want me to say? We all have our fucking vices. At the end of the day, though, it really does just boil down to the redundancy has bled over to excess. So over the next couple of months, I'll probably be getting rid of a lot of this. The three machines that are sitting here, gone. They're going. Some of the extra phones, they're going. The tablets, those will take a little bit longer because they're more specialized. Like I know somebody who wants the HP touchpad and whatnot. So it's one of those things that you have to look at your tech if you're looking to be not let it consume you. You have to look at it as, do you need it? And like not in the convince yourself that you need it. Like in the mind frame of what does this add? What is this bringing? And if you can answer that fairly relatively quickly, cool on you. Then by all means. But I'm saying for me and people who want to kind of dial back on some of the tech that's, quite honestly, let's be real, overtaking a lot of our lives, it kind of makes sense to reflect and maybe go a little more minimal on what we think we need as opposed to what we want and what we hoard. So the studio stuff is staying because it has its function. The excess in the studio is going away. And this is where I'm going to say something about bigger YouTubers, where they could learn a thing or two by not just having a bunch of stupid, pretty boxes sitting in a corner as memorabilia when there are people that actually need the shit. I would prefer somebody come and use this as opposed to me holding it and really giving it no purpose in life. With somebody else who is potentially much needier than me for tech, could we get features and functions out of it just by simply me getting rid of it? Just some food for thought.